The headlines. Cần Thơ City's Union of Science and Technique Associations organized a conference to review operations in 2022 and outline tasks for 2023. The delegation of the Trade Union of Vietnam's educational sector offered their wishes to managers, lecturers, and laborers of Cần Thơ University. The contest on beautiful handwriting at primary level in Cần Thơ City 2022-2023 school year. Hello and thanks for tuning in to another edition of Continuous and Top News today. On January 6th afternoon, Cần Thơ City's Union of Science and Technique Associations organized a conference to review operations in 2022 and outline tasks for 2023. Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Ngọc Khe attended and delivered instructions at a conference. Last year, Cần Thơ City's Union of Science Technique Associations united the forces of scientific and technological intellectuals in the city to share many significant speeches at conference workshops convened by the City Party Committee and People's Committee and gathered its members into 3 professional groups, organized many conferences and workshops at the regional level, solicit opinions from expert scientists to contribute to the city's socio-economic development. In 2023, the union mapped out 3 major tasks. Speaking at the conference, Vice Chairman Nguyễn Ngọc Khe noted the union to develop its mechanism in a way of improving quality so as to become a more prestigious and effective organization. On the threshold of the new year, on January 6th afternoon, the delegation of the Trade Union of Vietnam's educational sector came to visit and offered their wishes to managers, lecturers, and laborers of Cần Thơ University. On this occasion, the Trade Union of the Vietnamese Educational Center presented gifts to needy members. This is the affection of the trade union with the hope of offering support for teachers and laborers of the university. Professor Dr. Thành, Secretary of the Party Committee, Director of the Principal Board of Cần Thơ University, acknowledged and thanked the Knights of Fashion while informing some important achievements gained by the university in recent times. On January 7th morning at Lê Quý Đôn Primary School, the Education and Training Department opened a contest on beautiful handwriting at primary level in Cần Thơ City 2022-2023 school year. 450 students from 9 urban and suburban districts joined the contest. Contestants of Grade 1 wrote down between 30 and 35 letters, Grade 2 between 50 and 55 letters, Grade 3 between 65 and 70 letters. Contestants of Grades 4 and 5 wrote a short paragraph in allotted time of 35 and 40 minutes. The contest contributes to improving the quality of educational quality and competence of students. Early on the evening of January 6th, the Party Committee, People's Council, People's Committee, Việt Phát and French Committee of Mỹ Khánh Commune from the Suburban District, the Scout Battalion, the Guard Battalion, under the Military Zone 9, the Youth Union of Nam Cần Thơ University, the Youth Union of the Department of Political Science of Cần Thơ University, jointly held a cultural exchange in celebration of the glorious party and spring of the cat 2023 with the theme of United Spring and Love in Tết. This is a meaningful program so that friendship units with Mỹ Khánh Commune had chance to perform counter music activities and present 150 Tết gifts to policy classified families who and poor households in the commune for a happy and warm spring. Each gift is valued at 450,000 Việt Nam đồng, including rice essentials, and 100,000 Việt Nam đồng in cash. The total value of gifts is 67,500,000 Việt Nam đồng mobilized from socializing sources. On January 7th morning, met at Cần Thơ General Examination Room organized to present gifts to poor people in Ninh Kiều Urban District on the occasion of the traditional Tết of the Cat 2023. 80 gifts were offered to people in Hưng Lợi, Xuân Khánh, An Bình, and Khánh Walls. Gifts consist of 10 kilograms of rice and essentials. Each gift, valued at 350,000 Việt Nam đồng, contributes to encouraging and generating a driving force for poor households to overcome difficulties in life. On January 6, Cần Thơ City's Counter Sports and Tourism Department convened a meeting with the organizing board of the motorcycle racing tournament for the Cycling Federation Cup Sports Motorcycles 2023, the racing leg in Cần Thơ City, with them to take preparation for the tournament. It's planned the tournament will take place on the racetrack of Cần Thơ on January 25th or the 4th of the first month of lunar calendar. Generally, preparations have been done as scheduled by the organizing board, especially the safety factor for racers. The organizing board requested racers to penetrate and comply with regulations of the organizing board. The Tân Cảng Foundation container ship has just arrived at Cái Cui Cần Thơ Port Complex to deliver goods. This is one of 10 logistics events that have taken place in the country in 2022 following the opening of the Quang Chánh Bố Canal, and it has provided both import and export businesses with full-step logistics solution. Thereby, the Mekong region gains the driving force for economic development.
In September 2022, the Ministry of Transport and Cần Thơ City announced the completion of the dredging and opening of the Quang Chánh Bố Canal at the conference to promote sea transport for the import and export of goods in the Mekong Delta. Then, Saigon Newport Corporation and Việt Nam Maritime Corporation cooperated to facilitate the immediate reopening of container ships directly from the north to the western capital.
Large-size ship and realized by today's ship, 600 TEUs with a water level of 6.2 meters can be completely entered. This is a great effort of Việt Nam Maritime Corporation and Saigon Newport Corporation. After nearly 6 years, we were able to reconnect the domestic container ship route, and in the future from this domestic, we also aim to directly import and export goods to Inner Asia. With today's success, there have been significant efforts from the central to local levels, particularly by the leaders of the Mekong Delta province in general, including Cần Thơ City.
The Cần Thơ Port Complex is anticipated to develop into a container market and a regional logistics center with the combination of all the trustworthy resources offered by the Saigon Newport ecosystem and Việt Nam Maritime Corporation. This will draw domestic and international ship groups to provide direct container transportation services. At the same time, it opens the prospect for the Western capital to become a center for gathering goods from ports in the land of the Nine Dragons to the Ho Chi Minh City Port Complex, the Cái Mép Port, and transferring ships to the international Inner Asia route. It will consequently serve 40% of transport costs for import and export consumers.
The cost savings of Intraco compared to using the transportation service at Tân Cảng when there is this ship route. The saving for waste is somewhere from 15 to 20%.
Container transport service providers seek stakeholder cooperation and companionship, as well as the support of ministry sectors, authorities of provinces and cities, and production and import and export units. Especially maintaining the Quang Chánh Bố Canal stable depth will bring long-term effects.
The city, as proposed by the Ministry of Transport and the Department of Transport Vietnam Maritime Administrations, takes measures to maintain a stable water level for all large container ships with large tonnage, and the whole river's navigational channel, accelerate the project of socialization and red the Định An Channel to ensure two maritime channels for ships to run. At the same time, releasing one-way low pressure for large ships that do not have to wait long to pass through.
The two port operators are also committed to providing customers with the most useful benefits through full-service, professional, high-quality logistics solutions at preferential rates, stable service routes with a frequency of 2 trips per month, and a goal to increase that to 1 trip per week. The whole river has opened, and the only issues left is reasonable choice of enterprises to get the highest level of business efficiency.
And that's all for you in this edition of Continuous. If you want to watch again in this bulletin, please visit our website, KenTV.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.